Bangalore, it is the city where you can fulfill all your dreams, hopes and aspirations. It's a city that if you dare to dream big and you dare to desire, just armed with a lot of confidence, a lot of tenacity, a lot of drive, and a lot of never ever giving up, you too can one day reach the top of the top and become a billionaire, no less. Wonderful to have you, Pratap and Kumar, on our very special Kool Startup series. And thank you for welcoming us to Bangalore. Great to be here. Rainy, but it's also got its own charm, I think. You feel like you're in a hill station with this kind of weather. So I must ask you two gentlemen, आप पूरा मत मानिए, but आपके थोड़ा से सफेद बाल में देख रही हो और आपके जो
बाल भी नहीं है।
सॉरी, आप बहुत ग्रेशियस हो because I didn't know कि मुझे बोलना नहीं था या बोलना था। लेकिन fair enough. लेकिन Qwikcilver इतने से जल्दी से it has just taken off. ये idea कैसे हुआ Qwikcilver का? And before that, I want to understand how you actually had the courage and conviction to become entrepreneurs at such a late stage.
At least, to just talk about myself on this, it's not that suddenly one day we decided that we want to be an entrepreneur, right? It's been always a dream. It was just the timing had to happen, things had to fall in place, and so there was a bunch of us, like-minded stuff, people thinking alike. We got together, Bits Pilani batchmates, sometime 91, 92 batch.
Correct.
When all things happen together, that gives you the confidence to, this is the right time to go ahead and venture into it.
Universal flow.
Absolutely. And of course, when we started, I guess, doing a startup business wasn't as cool as it is today.
Exactly.
So, that way it was definitely a challenge.
You're right, Kumar. Yes, that's very fair.
Absolutely. And of course, I think, my only message has been do a startup because you are passionate about it, you want to do it, you enjoy it, or not because it is just a cool thing to do. So that's the only message I would have.
Well, that should have been at my end, but you gave it in the beginning. That's even more interesting. Very interesting. And what would you say, Pratap?
Yeah, same here. Your point is valid about it being a certain persistence required, and the reasons for doing it are, as Kumar said, the passion which one has for it rather than for the coolness quotient. But I think one important factor which helped us was also backing of our family. Quite frankly, if my family wasn't there behind me saying, okay, go do whatever math thing you want to do, jo karna hai kar lijiye, dekha jayega. So the wife was there behind me and said, okay, do it. So I'm sure, or I'm not so sure I would have done it if that support wasn't there from back home. So that's a key thing I would say, apart from all the other elements of the team that we have and all those factors.
That's so true, Pratap, आप जो कह रहे हो. अच्छा, ये idea जो है Qwikcilver का, ये कैसे हुआ? It's it's unique, it's cool, it is cool.
Well, you're talking from the name perspective or the concept of what we are doing? The concept.
The name is also cool, but the concept.
So I know I'll be actually lying if I were to tell you when we started we exactly knew what we wanted to do. So we were actually experimenting various different ideas. And
share with us some ideas. That's interesting.
Oh, different ideas? There are various different spaces. Some of them have become businesses today. Some of them are doing very well too. So it may not be right for my part to talk about this, something that we thought of earlier. But having said that, what excited us about the whole gifting and the gift card space was, gifting is such a nice thing even when you think of it, right? It's a joy, it's a feel-good factor. And something we felt from a market size perspective, it's huge. I mean, how big it can be in India is huge. And specifically we felt, gift card based gifting is something that will appeal to the Indian generation, the next generation that's going to come. And it's also, we believe in it in the sense that it is a choice you're giving to the recipient rather than you're forcing something on it. So when we put several things together and we felt the market was so nascent, that's something that we can do well. And plus our own backgrounds. So personally I used to work in a company called Verifone, which was also into transaction processing and which fitted in as a paradigm. So there are many things fell in place in terms of gifting based a nice, feel good aspect. The concept of gift card not existing in the market then, plus our own strengths.
So,
absolutely.
I think you had the first mover advantage then, or abhi bhi hai na?
Absolutely. I think we've clearly established our leadership.
Yes, you've established it. Now I want to go back to the word I, because actually this is Kool Startup Special, which the banner is the big idea. Lots of ideation took place before you zeroed in on this.
Yeah, there was a bunch of thoughts that came out. We tried doing different kinds of business plans.
Okay.
So,
कितने business plans था पहले?
I would have done about 7 to 8 different plans.
अच्छा, आपने दिखाया भी था?
Not externally. We killed most of it ourselves.
That's very interesting.
And,
share that. That's
see,
very cool.
ultimately, people keep asking me this question too, in terms of why you guys decided on this particular idea.
That's because
it's hard for me to explain, right? Some of those ideas, when you actually translate into a plan, it kind of gives you a comfort that you think you can execute to this. You think this will do well. You kind of get. I mean, hard to kind of explain that. It's a gut.
It's a point. This is it. This is. To be a successful entrepreneur is about your gut.
Right?
Exactly.
And the belief and the conviction that you think that you can deliver to this and execute to this.
Interesting.
That's what makes you go ahead and do that. Then you back it up with research. You back it up with meeting so many more people and learn from that.
Acha, initially, आपको funding किस तरह से मिला? How was that? Was it easy for you? Was it tough, the funding aspect?
There was no easy or tough aspect of it. Yeah, it was part of the journey which was there, and there was support initially from friends, from family, from own funds. But we were fortunate that along the journey that we took on, we did have the support of, we did manage to excite key flagship VCs in the Indian marketplace.
Ignite the blue chip ones, huh?
Yeah, so we were, absolutely. So we were pretty confident that we wanted to focus on the Indian market, we wanted to focus on gift cards for all the, as Kumar said, all the joy and all the positive emotional aspects of gifting which comes into play, because we had to have a play in technology, we had to have a play in pioneering. Yes. At the same time, what is relevant to the Indian market is something that we wanted to take on there. And along the journey, because of the conviction that we and the team carried, is where the investors and the investments came into play.
So much faith in you.
Absolutely, the faith that the investors carried, and a lot of investment which our customers have done in us. We work with more than 100 leading brands and retailers of India. They've invested into our conviction and for the long haul. So that's pretty exciting for us.
I'm looking at both of you, Pratap and Kumar, and I see the synergy. I see the energy that exists between you, and I see how it's just so unraveling beautifully. But ek chota sa break lene padega.
Sure.
Thank you. Folks, break time. Please don't go away. Wapas hi aake in conversations with, we are in Bangalore, in conversations with the founders of Qwikcilver. अच्छा, आपके जो Qwikcilver है, it's about card gifting. B2B है transactions or B2C. हमारे साथ share कर लीजिए, expand upon that.
Sure, definitely. Yeah, as a platform, as you rightly put it, it provides options to consumers, to corporates, to provide multiple choices for gifting through physical cards, through digital cards, for options in e-commerce world, in the physical world. So you as a corporate employee, could get your gift for your long tenure reasons, or for your sport awards, or for that matter, you as a father wanted to gift to your child for the child's performance in school.
Exactly.
So and at the same time, you don't want to decide for him or her that yahi kitab lena hai ya yahi juta pehna hai. So you want to give that freedom to the child or to the employee that आप ले सकते हैं जो लेना चाहते हैं, लेकिन इसका बजट ये है, ये वाला ब्रांड अच्छा होगा आपके लिए. So those options are इतने सारे options हैं. So that's the facility and that's the convenience that we have launched in India, where we are not saying that gifting is being created by us, but gifting is probably the oldest hobby in India, I would say. People have loved hobby. We've tweaked it to the scenario that India has today. Absolutely.
And futuristic.
Bring a coolness factor to gifting is what we really helped. So people have liked it, corporates have liked it. The entire scenario of corporate gifting has moved to another gifting level, through gift cards, the convenience which is there, the logistical aspects which were involved is being benefited. At the same time, at a consumer level, even for traditional occasions like Diwali, which we just finished with,
Diwali,
or for that matter, for Raksha Bandhan or Vinayak Chaturthi, people are gifting through gift cards today.
Okay, so do you see, it's a very good point, do you feel that during the festive seasons in India, the gifting just totally really?
Yes.
So do you have your back end intact to handle it? Or your back end, technology and solutions intact?
So our backend has also scaled with times, as we actually been building this whole thing. Today we do easily more than about 5 million transactions monthly. So it's like, from the days where we used to watch a few transactions going through our system, and to where we are today.
I like that. हमारे साथ share कर लीजिए जब शुरुआत ये था.
Oh yeah. So when we started our biggest probably countrywide launch would have been probably with Landmark bookstores. Thanks to them believing this whole concept and getting on board. And after we launched it, the first few days we were always keeping our dashboard right in front of us, saying, "Oh, today so many cards are sold. Today so many cards are redeemed." And the thrill you get out of that is it just can't be explained.
Initially, कितने cards का sales हो रहे थे initially when you did?
Well, it's been like depending on which point in time you look at it. We had early days used to be about 50, 100 cards. Is like something we were, it's like 50 cards.
Exactly,
so
the wow factor.
It was a big thing for us.
How did you grow so exponentially? Like, because you've really, Qwikcilver's really grown, so dramatically.
I think it's largely, I think the category that we picked. And the growth in this category has truly been propelling us, because as a category, gift cards has been growing almost like 3 times year on year today, right? So I guess, with more people accepting it, like what Pratap mentioned, it's not only about individual consumers looking at gifting people gift of choice, right? A gift card is all about a gift of choice. It's not about only individual consumers doing it. Now you see more and more corporate customers preferring this.
The B2B.
The B2B.
What's that all about? Share that. That's a good point.
Typically corporate customers give for multiple reasons, right? So one is, of course, in India it's very common, people use it for employee incentives and retention and recognition programs, right? Traditionally it used to be mugs and backpacks and with their logos and stuff.
So now you give that gift voucher and they can go in and
choose whatever they would like.
Wherever they want.
Absolutely. Or you have people running, say, channel promotions, for their distributors, resellers, and they now give them gift cards or e-gift cards are becoming more and more popular. So that's another thing which is happening.
E-gift cards.
Consumer promotions, you buy a certain laptop, you get a gift voucher along with it. So I think gift vouchers have pretty much been kind of accepted today as a norm in the corporate world.
As a very proactive norm.
Absolutely.
Which are some of the like you give your gift vouchers, who have you done your tie-ups with in terms of?
We've got across 25 different consumption categories in India.
Which are the popular consumption?
The popular ones are the department stores, Shoppers Stop, Lifestyle, Westside, Spencer's,
so those are the
supermarket chain. In the e-commerce world, there are the biggest players there. In the fashion segment,
which are the fashion
the fashion brands right from in the base space, Van Heusen, Allen Solly, Louis Philippe, US Polo, Arrow, Levi's. In the e-commerce for fashion, be it a Myntra, be it Amazon, be it Flipkart, Puma. So the entire gamut of brands. So what we focused on is making the category visible to consumers across consumption categories. We've not focused only on books or only on fashion or only on F&B.
So you try to have an A to Z.
If I were to walk into a mall, I would see the category of gift cards available. You're right, in electronics, I see a Chroma gift card available. I see a Vivek's gift card available. So I as a consumer, I'm getting exposed to the category by seeing it across different. I walk into a supermarket, I see the supermarket providing
how is supermarket stuff? Did that also, it works? Supermarket?
So there, while there is a segment of gifting happening for supermarkets, a lot of it is also for self-use. In the sense, I want to have my supermarket purchase done. It necessarily, I'm going always. I could have my driver or my homemaid doing the shopping for me, so I don't necessarily have to give my credit card to her to do the shopping. I could give the gift card to her or the prepaid card. She uses the prepaid card and shops at the absolutely. So that convenience is there.
Households.
Absolutely, people don't have time to do the essential shopping of my Surf Ultra or my whatever detergents I need to do. I could have my maid servant or my driver doing the shopping, and the payment is done through this prepaid card in the supermarket space.
Okay, so Qwikcilver even provides that prepaid card.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. But I think that would come under the woohoo category when you're talking about the consumer driven, right?
Yes. So the gift cards which are powered by Qwikcilver are available from a brand store or from our own Woohoo gifting platform, which is available as a Woohoo app, as a Woohoo e-commerce site.
I want to get more into Woohoo, but we do have to take another break. Very fascinating. It's very fascinating. Qwikcilver is really the wave of the future. so
yes, that's kept us going all this while.
Yeah. Vapasi in conversations with the Qwikcilver team in Bangalore as we bring you a very, very special Kool Startup series on the big idea. So share with us the woohoo journey, because that's also been quick, very, very intense and super successful. What is it all about? How does it kind of, I guess?
So there were multiple phases to our journey, right? So one was when we started, gift cards didn't exist in the market, so we really had to evangelize this as a concept, create these gift card as products, and so that's what we had to do at the initial stage. And then we reached a point where we started working with various corporate customers and actually positioning this as a, by default, the gifting, mechanism, right? And reached a point where we believed that this is the right time to take it to the consumers, right? So that's when we felt, woohoo, this is the time for us to actually bring out this whole concept. And then, in fact, it was a very interesting journey about even deciding on the name, because what we felt was gifting need not necessarily be an occasion driven. It need not be just on your birthdays or on anniversaries or,
Yeah, that's how the Indian consumer has actually changed.
Absolutely.
The shift.
And that's exactly what Pratap was talking about some time back. I may want to just say thank you, right now, right? And a lot of time gifting, we wanted to look at what can I do now? It's an impulse, it's a spontaneous action, and
so this is where you've
that's
triggered.
where the whole trigger of saying, call it as a woohoo, the moment of joy, right, that you can create. That's where the name came about, and we felt this is the right time to actually position this in the market, and that's how the whole genesis of this.
I want to ask you, as an Indian consumer and the shift you've seen in the last decade, is it only about the Indian consumer living in an A+ or B+ metro city, or do you see that even existing in a C and D tier city?
Yeah, it's a good point you bring. We work, as we were saying, with the top 100 brands and retailers in India. And interestingly, we see fantastic trends happening even in tier 3, tier 4 cities. And where they are exposed to is, I, sitting in Bangalore, might want to gift my cousin who stays way back in, let's say, in a small town in Kerala, or my friend back in Barakpur in eastern parts of India.
Or something,
so he or she might not be exposed to gift cards as a category the first time, but when he or she gets the gift card, acha, ye kya hai? There's a gift card of, let's say, a brand called High Design. I've got to go to the High Design store. I'm then driven as a recipient to go to the High Design store.
And if it's not even in your
exposed
town,
to it. Yes, I drive across, or I have the option of an e-commerce brand sitting at home in my tier 3, tier 4. I can place the order online. It's shipped to me. So that's kind of given a fantastic impetus to the category where tier 3, tier 4 consumers are also gifting for gift cards who otherwise didn't have access to this.
Exactly. That's very interesting.
Actually, just to add on to the other point here, right? See, the whole adoption of gift cards actually have grown also from these cities because also of a B2B2C rabab. See, you found many B2B gifting happening to people in tier 3, tier 2, tier 4 cities, and they had this option of going online and shopping. So I think the whole B2B2 growth actually has propelled this whole concept of gift cards being accepted across, and I think that's definitely helping us in the category.
That's a
it's a rub-off effect that's happening.
Now, आपके revenue stream क्या है? Woohoo के लिए, Qwikcilver के लिए, how does it operate?
Multiple, fundamentally we are a, let's say in the technical parlance, a cloud hosted SaaS platform, which means we work with our retailers to enable them to launch various initiatives far more effectively than जो पहले मुमकिन था.
Correct.
So in a way we say, so there we partner in a mode where if the consumer buys into the gift card of a partner,
you get the cut,
we get a transaction management, a processing partner model revenue with them. So fundamentally, any consumer buying a gift card of a partner brand, we have a fee for the entire program management from a technology end-to-end that we do.
Correct. And I would say then one added advantage jo hai inke liye is that they can maybe they can put in Qwikcilver in terms of their less requirement for advertising or marketing budget.
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
That's what happens there.
So वो एक model है, and on Woohoo we are a distribution partner.
Correct.
So any consumer coming and purchasing gift cards from the Woohoo mobile to mobile gifting app, or Woohoo.in e-commerce site, or a corporate buying a Woohoo gift card for its requirements. So we are driving footfalls to our partner brands because the consumer gets a Woohoo card, then he or she goes to the brand store to redeem the card. So there we get we have a distribution arrangement with our partner brands. In addition, over a period of time, to scale up the category, we have got into providing additional services like warehousing facilities, design facilities, packaging gift cards of them. So an end-to-end solution provider for all that category.
Correct. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to shoot with at your warehouse, which will be very unique.
So that could be
correct.
An option.
आगे क्या सोच है 5 years hence? आप कहाँ देखना चाहते हैं Qwikcilver को? Because अभी आपके जो growth है has been exponential.
So I think in the gifting space, specifically with gift cards, I think see in the US, for example, 28% of gifting happens through gift cards.
Yes.
Today in India, we are still at about less than 1%. So I think there's tremendous growth. That's something which we could actually look at. And our dream is all about trying to create this whole concept of gifting equals gift card over a period of time. It should be woohoo. So ideally, can we create this whole culture of gifting is woohoo? That's what is driving us, and we believe in this category. We are very unique, and maybe really the first of its kind to create a complete consumer-to-consumer digital gifting platform on our app.
Lovely.
And I think we're very excited.
Thank you.
And just to add to this again, I think we are truly proud of our team that this is not just in India, that this is the most robust gifting platform in the world on a global scale.
Pratap,
so this entire platform which is possible.
And what I just want to say too is it's just so amazing that maybe at a little later stage than most entrepreneurs, you took the plunge. I mean, great. With honesty, integrity, you're out to conquer. We wish you all the best. Thank you
very
so
much.
Thank you, and we wish you all the best with it.
Thank you. Woohoo.
Thank you, and woohoo. Qwikcilver, woohoo, Qwikcilver. Thank you.
Thank you.